performances. So again, this has got to be the time where somebody's got to step up. Maybe it's Lucas. He had like the one good round in this previous map with sub base. From there, not much. I mean, it was a 10-1, so not much to speak of. But let's see, as we will move on to port here. Getting picked a lot less nowadays, but feels like a bit more than 2022 so far in this tournament. We've seen a bit more port as it does come through.
What do you guys think is the most played map in the pool?
I would have said prior to this Ankara, but
yeah, that's what I felt.
It could be pretty consistent throughout still.
I don't know, like, I'm actually kind of a bit undecided, but either way, enough about that. It's time for port! And it's time for Carahouse to step up, because if they don't, well, they're going to lose this series, and they're going to lose it pretty quickly. BaiSha's looking very solid, no doubt about it. One of the best teams in the world. So Carahouse, what have you got for us on map 2?
Well, hopefully more than a round, but we'll see how they started off here. It's going to be an aggressive play from BaiSha right onto the A-bomb site, and it's 1 kill apiece for 3 players.
Not like this.
It seems like it could be the beginning of the same here. Dola left alone. They still actually haven't cleared out the top of this bomb site, though. 577
How is that?
Peeks with the bomb out, but still, the trade is there, but surprising they didn't check that.
I reckon Dola should have just smacked him in the face with a knife, you know, get the moral victory at least.
Yeah, I think he wanted to up his KDA a little bit, you know. His KD has got to increase as much as possible. He knows what's coming next. Yeah, that's kind of rough. You don't generally send that many people on the ground in A-long, but yeah, both teams do it at the same time, and we know who's going to win that straight-up fight, as we did see the result there.
Mm-hmm. Baby's copped a bullet to the hand. 9 is just exactly like I said, doing things. How do you get away with this? I don't know. And he does get that kill onto Rambo, and then he swings for one onto Dola. The comms just not good enough for Carahouse to get the quick trade, and in the end, you know, it hasn't actually panned out too badly for Carahouse, but for the fact that 9 is the king of the hill at the moment. Sitting up on top of the A site, though, Xiao is maybe going to need a little bit of help to retrieve that C4. He knows where Shady is. He's kind of been stuck there, courtesy of that spam from 9. Now it's down to the 1-on-2 for Lucas, who has won a couple of those from this position before. 9's not afraid, though, and that is wide.
Yeah, I like that he pushed out to gather with his team for essentially a double peek.
Yep.
Just putting on that pressure. Could have easily waited and like try to play it sneakily, and then one guy gets picked off, and then all of a sudden he has to climb the ladder. So good positional play there. And not to mention, he just literally ran down the middle of the map and killed 3 people in this map this round. So I don't know what you're going to do. You were talking about 9 finding these angles. Well, he just found one in the second round.
I didn't expect it that quick, I'm going to be honest. I thought it might come a little bit later in the half. But, yeah, man just doesn't care.
Yeah, it is. It's a tough position to be in if you're Carahouse here. It seems like they're just not even paying attention to some portions of the map. I mean, look at how they're playing right now. They've got 4 players stacked on the A-bomb site. They're expecting the same strategy to happen over and over again, but if you play this way, it just leaves so many other opportunities open for BaiSha to just slide on in here, and now you can see they're getting a sense that the A stack is there. They're sending a lot of numbers towards this B bomb site. They've also got another opportunity for N9 to sneak through mid behind, and Dola, he's kind of pinched here. He doesn't have a lot of support on this. He goes down right away. JRK late on the trade. 577 just sneaks right behind him, but it's not going to matter. N9 in the spawn grabs a double kill, and Shady is just left alone.
Oh, this is fun to watch, I would say, but it's also hard to watch. It is a bit of a stomp at this point. BaiSha coming out strong here from the Blacklist side, as you guys did predict. And Shady, let's see what you've got in the tank with not much health and not much life left. He is down. That is 3-0 from the Blacklist side, and yeah, it almost feels like Carahouse, they're trying to find a way to become a turtle and put up the shell. But if you do that, BaiSha's like, okay, well, we'll just own the whole map. You get so much information in mid. You know that they're not looking there at all. You can go for a pretty clean push on the B, and it's kind of a done deal from there.
Turtle power not going to work against the Shark, I don't think.
Yeah, I feel like At the very least, one thing I'm getting out of this match is appreciating the rounds that Pacific got more against BaiSha, considering how hard it seems to be when you compare the other two matches from BaiSha. So I think in the future for Pacific, they're going to be really happy seeing how this BaiSha team has been playing, that they even got that many rounds against them. So for Carahouse, though, the writing's kind of on the walls here. They've got to find anything and everything they can before it's too late, but even their star players aren't looking like stars today.
Is Pacific Magta the strongest second seed from a group?
Imperial?
I guess so, right?
Imperial could be.
Well, Imperial gave up a map, so it would likely not be them.
Oh, you mean in terms of seeding?
Yeah.
I'm just talking about like eye test.
I mean, in terms of like actual performance, I think like Imperial might be the strongest, but it's hard to say because we still haven't seen Imperial play Pacific. I think that's kind of the battle in my mind for fourth place right now.
Yep. Sort of depends on what you mean, I guess, with that question, but we'll talk about that in a second, because BaiSha are fragging again, and 577 this time is the one looking for the entries, though they're all getting stolen away by 9. Look how quickly he's able to find that triple. Wanted the ace. Going to be denied it by Lucas, who will at least peg one back, but wooden spoon prize really at that point for Carahouse. Not even really a silver lining, because a 4-on-2 doesn't even feel that much better than a 5-on-2 here, especially with players of the caliber of BaiSha, and that's another one. Feels like a foregone conclusion already.
Yeah, they're just so quick. You know, like the peeking from N9, you can see it individually, but also as a team. Like the second Dola makes his position known right at the end, all three of them peek him immediately. It's like, okay, you missed a quick headshot, now you're dead, because you're pushing from low ground against 3 people, and everybody is just right there on the ball, like milliseconds, to make that play happen. As 9 himself, 9 kills in the 4 rounds so far. So trying to outdo CZY. He says, you're the newcomer here, I'm the veteran, I will show you how it's done.
I'm going to be honest, though, 9's just not doing it as good as CZY was.
He has died more times.
Yeah, like CZY
earlier.
was built diff in map 1. Move over 9.
Dola stuck here behind the double stack. It's going to go down quickly. JRK to follow suit. Baby picks up the double kill. And again, 9 setting up for a flank here. Might not even be necessary depending on how things go, but he's going to go for it quickly. Spots 2 players, able to find Rambo. Lucas as well through the smoke. Somehow gets away from him. Lucas
A chance.
in the 1v1? Surely not. It is going to be another win.
Lucas almost had it.
9 doesn't even react. He's like, yeah, man, it's fine. I had it covered.
Yeah, great timing as he pushed in there through mid. Okay, so this time CZY is top in assists and Xiao is top in survival. So 9 only getting 4 of them.
He's just not doing it the same. Only like 150 ADR. CZY had like 160. What to say?
9 does have higher kills per round so far. That's the one thing he's got going for him.
That is true.
Yeah, I mean, Carahouse, they're so anxious that they're stacking 4 players every round towards the A-bomb site. And even then, they've had this stack and lost the A-bomb site every time they've went for it, so it's really not much more they can do to adapt. They've just got to hope they can hit the shots. BaiSha taking their time, easing into it, just kind of poking around the map. They've got a lot of presence in this midsection. CZY going for the jump over the bridge, not going to find anything there. Rambo a little bit late to try and grab that kill. The C4 still down in spawn, but BaiSha doesn't really need it at this point.
Yeah, nice look there from Rambo, but yeah, just not able to get the drop on 2 of those peaks. And now BaiSha gonna come over here, nice grenade on CZY. That one connects. They actually failed the last grenade that they tried to throw to this connector. Flash over the top. Here comes Xiao. They kill him through the box. Lucas is gonna go down, and immediately, again, 9 is right through the middle. He's gonna take down 2 guys in a quick 2K. Dude, what can you even do? This is like the wave of BaiSha just rolling over them. They have no chance.
This 9 guy is like a human aimbot, right? I don't know what he does with his... What is he doing every day? Like, he's just sitting in a DM server, like, aim pracking 24/7.
Yes.
Like, that's all he does. It's like, deliver me the food, I will consume it, and then 8 hours in the DM, and then a little bit more food. Another 4 hours in the DM before bed, and then he's like hooked into the mainframe while he's sleeping, and he's DMing in his sleep as well. Like, he just doesn't miss.
It's the only explanation, I think. So Carahouse, they're going to take a timeout this time around. They did not do this on the first map.
For all the good it's going to do.
Yeah, I think that's... I'm not even really sure what you talk about here.
What are we going to get for dinner?
I mean...
It's going to be dinner time soon.
Yeah, for them, I feel like they've got to put up a couple rounds just so the other teams in the wild card aren't looking at them as an easy target at this point. And I feel like if you're that defeated in a match like this, Kingarna and Ranking are kind of ready to reap the rewards of that.
Maybe they should get some Dan Dan Mian just so they can feel something again. Because
like you're going to feel today.
I'm gonna. Hey, anyone who's watching this, you know, doesn't know what a Dan Dan Mian is, look it up. We're in Chengdu, by the way. It's spicy food capital of China. So I'm going to feel something.
And 9 has entered the 160 range.
He's getting
ADR.
there. He's aging like a fine wine, isn't he? A fine 9 at this point. He's getting better as this map goes on, which is kind of scary for Carahouse. See? They're thinking about food. He's hungry.
He does look kind of unleashed on this map, doesn't he? 9. Again, it's not like Carahouse have put up much of a defense against him, but the timings on when he is pushing have been extremely crisp. And I think that does come down to team play as well. It's not just him, although he is kind of the highlight guy when it does come down to those timings, because he's the one flanking as his team pushes. But yeah, it's just really clean play overall from him and the team.
9's always good for at least one really good map in a series. Usually it's Compound. But I suppose if you don't get Compound, if you can't play Compound, then okay, well, it's going to have to be Port then. Bad luck, Carahouse. 13-2. He's got a better KD at this point as well than what CZY did, so yeah, maybe it's time for 9 to reclaim his throne. He's sitting on a morphling chair after all.
You got to reach your throne.
That's right.
He's looking at that Alienware monitor.
He's reaching for it.
Feeling pretty good about himself.
I feel like
playing
he does
the Smilegate game of Crossfire.
Yeah.
Produced by VSPO.
That's right. Don't know if he has to reach very far though. Feels like he's already got it. And Rambo flashed out, so can't get a shot on the cross. But this is the first time. Never mind. I was going to say it's the first time BaiSha hasn't just completely slaughtered them on the entry, and then they did.
Spoke too soon there.
Yeah.
Dola.
I thought, you know, and I was wrong.
Wait, 9 is an Alm now.
Why not?
Why not?
He can do it all here. 15-2. That'll be another one here. BaiSha looking for the first 10-0 of CFS. Hasn't happened yet. Been close a couple times from them, though.
Yep.
Yeah. How many rounds have they dropped? I guess that Pacific match kind of messes with that number.
Even then, it's probably barely double digits.
Yeah, it was like 10-3 on Ankara,
13
right?
on the Pacific match. 10-5, 10-8. And then
outside of that,
10-1, 10-2.
So that's 3, and then the 1 today.
So 3, 16,
so
17. 17 over 3 series.
Yeah, and that's series, not maps.
Yep.
Not bad if they can make that 60-17. I mean,
yeah.
Yeah, I wonder what the record is for like best round score in a group stage.
I mean, it actually, unironically, might be that.
Yeah, it could be. I feel like All Gamers last CFS though had a pretty similar run. They didn't drop a map in the group stage on the side of All Gamers in 2022. They had a lot of similar 10-2, 10-4s. I remember seeing a lot of 10-4s from All Gamers during the group stage. Xiao starts it off with a kill. 9 is out of the picture though, so maybe that's a glimpse of hope. Maybe.
Lucas ruined everything. 9 streak, everything he was playing for, trying to show up the newbie on the team. And CZY, speaking of which, is going to pick up a kill on this entry. And yeah, they're just totally closed off here. JRK and Rambo. Rambo not a kill yet. So they got to push through smoke. And he's got an Alm. JRK taking way too much spray through that smoke. And it's 1v4. He is going to pick up his first kill, is Rambo.
Let's go.
That makes it 2 kills on the round for the team. As here comes Rambo, he's getting sprayed down. They know exactly where he is.
You know what?
He nearly lines that shot up. I think he did like a tiny bit of damage. No, actually he didn't. Down he will go, 8-0. BaiSha on the precipice of a 10-0. So close.
2 kills in the round is pretty good, though. Like, you know, if you get 2 kills in a round, you're almost as good as 9.
Is it better than average?
Maybe for them in this match, but...
Yeah.
It's just that there's 5 of you instead of 1 of him. How many kills have they actually got on average? 8, 10, 12,
11 in 8 rounds.
11 in 8 rounds, so it's just barely over 1. Rambo screaming for assistance. Oh, he's going to get it this time. JRK and Shady. Finally, we see some resistance from Carahouse. This could be, again, the ill-fated 8-0 scoreline that BaiSha can't seem to get past.
You would think they win this on the side of Carahouse, but with N9 still alive, that completely changes things. And oh, bit of a misplay there. CZY left alone. Probably not an ace in this one. JRK gets it done, and at least it's not a complete 10-0 again.
What do you mean? We were looking for the 10-0.
Yeah, we were. Carahouse, not so much. And they do get the 1 round. As we see here, 9 is still up there in first place for 4 of our categories. 577 has taken over CZY's place at the assists, and Baby is in there with the survival rate.
Didn't have a 10-0 in Vietnam either.
It's very difficult to do that.
But why is it so much harder to get a 10-0 than a 10-1? Because there's so many 10-1s.
Yeah, it almost feels like these teams, like, they see the 10-0, they're like, okay, we've got it. And then immediately they lose a round.
Yeah.
They did go pretty aggressively onto A, and even though there was some smoke going down on the cross, they still got sniped through it. Maybe it wasn't fully bloomed yet. Either way, yeah, maybe just a tad, just like a slight bit too fast on the engage there from BaiSha. I'm just trying to find something to criticize, you know. It's got to be something.
Yeah. No, I mean, they could do better, like...
They could. It's true.
Could have been a 9-0.
All right, what's it going to be, Carahouse? It's their first round on Blacklist here on Port. Their global risk did not look very strong. Let's see where they go for. They got 3 guys in the connector. Rambo just watching the B tunnels just to make sure nobody's in there, as it should be an A commit here from the side of Carahouse.
Could be, but if Rambo plays the info, he might spot a fairly open B bomb site. They could pull back here. BaiSha playing most of their numbers on this A bomb site. They do have Baby holding on to mid, though, which could be pretty high value in this round. 577, though, goes for the wide swing on long. Not going to work out. Shady takes him down. But here comes the rotation. CZY good for 1. Shao almost good for 2. Goes down to Lucas on just a sliver of HP, who somehow gets himself 2 kills. Doesn't know Baby's going to be in the corner. And it's still a 2-on-2, and they've got no time to waste here. They've got to full send it onto this bomb site. But look at Rambo. He has no idea that N9 is on the flank. Shady, he does have the bomb in hand, but maybe not for long here. Baby takes him down, and it's a 9-1 lead.
That one was looking pretty decent at some moments there for the side of Carahouse. Some of those entry frags, not bad. They were able to get onto the site eventually, although it was kind of, you know, they had lost a lot of members by the time they did get there. Also, Shady did get the drop on Baby there, but still not able to hit those shots. Kind of unfortunate. Just a little bit crisper, and maybe you've got yourself a second round.
Yeah, tough to be crisper than the Chinese players, though. BaiSha in particular, I feel like the team with the strongest raw firepower and aim at the event at the moment. 9-1. Could be 2 10-1s. Would be the cleanest scoreline BaiSha have had at the event thus far. Previously 10-2, 10-1, which is obviously hard to beat, but they might be about to do it. And what a game to close out the group stage that would be.
It would definitely secure them on the round differential, that's for sure here. I mean,
no doubt.
There's probably no question after this. They are the overall #1 seed, even amongst the other #1 teams here, which will net them a really good position, potentially to play against the lowest seed of the wild cards, which could be Carahouse again, could be Kangarna. But right now, it's going to be, again, 9. Just doing 9 things here. Nice double kill to start off the round. Lucas able to trade him down, but they've still got a 5-on-4 or a 4-on-3 here to work with.
Like a baby, yeah.
Oh, baby.
Oh,
yeah. They're just not ready for him. Lucas, he is gone. And Shady and Rambo, what do you got left?
Not much, I don't think.
So quick.
It is just Rambo. And he has only got 1 kill on the map so far. He's got the 1-9 scoreline. Carahouse are at the 1-9 scoreline. And it might also end up being 1-10 for both of these stats. Rambo's KD and the overall match score as he tries to make his way into the B-bomb site. It feels like a little bit too much to ask, and indeed it is. It's going to be Baby to close it out. 10-1, and BaiSha secure